It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is this team's leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. Great game in store for y'all, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. We got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Now they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They're going to be led out by the man from the University of Oregon, their rookie quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. He continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate. This is going to be a hard group to beat.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. To the air now on 1st and 10. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's been a machine in the red zone here first couple of months of the season. In fact, leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The home team's offense ready to take over for their second possession. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Back to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
He'll get it inside the 20. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Big-time pitch and catch there on 3rd down to extend this drive. Feels like they've got to come away with 6. You want to strike first. It'll go a long way in determining how the rest of this game plays out.
They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. He'll look to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going up top. That is caught. And he will score. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The extra point is good. And his guys will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. They'll throw out of the gun. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and you know they missed on that long attempt. At least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Here's a toss as they look to run. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Going for it all. That is brought in. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
First and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And they'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a first carry for their running back. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the way. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll try the right side this time. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Down and sack. It's a loss of 9. Now 2nd and goal at the 18-yard line.
Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the first. 7-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. 3rd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys go out to a 10-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime game yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. And there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down. They'll stay on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
And this quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league. But what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They'll look to throw again. To the right side here, pass is caught, and the tackle is made at about the 6. 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got it at the 3. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, The coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. This one intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. And now, following the turnover, they have a chance to move out in front. They start 1st and goal. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Makes the score. Visitors 13. Our home team 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. A good return as he takes it across the 30. This team's offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now, faking the give. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
What a great job in this game by the defensive coordinator, continuing to put his players in position to succeed. And boy, have they taken advantage of it. But on the other side, they got to do something different. They got to bring in some extra blockers. They got to change up and go max protection. They have to give their quarterback a little bit of time, or else they've got no shot. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down.
He'll get this out wide. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. A throw right side is intercepted. And this defense will take over following the turnover.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They send him right out of the slot. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
It's a gain of 19 in the air, and that will be a 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike, and I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
That is caught, And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys will tie this game up here late in the first half.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead in that one as that game's gone to halftime. The Armadillos still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry here. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Quick throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 11-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. He is in.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So now out comes the offense led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Now a give up the middle, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll drop to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. 11 yards on the pass there. That's enough for a first down. Throwing now from the gun. And he's in.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now, for the point after. It's up and good. And the visitors will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now he'll run. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. This one complete, right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A tight end in motion now. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry.
A nice gain out of that position, Mike, that we don't typically see get a lot of carries anymore. I'm a big fan of any offense that still recognizes the usefulness of that fullback position. Work him in every now and then as a ball carrier, and you can see it pay off.
And this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball. So now then, 1st and goal from the 1.
seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
The extra point is good, and his guys will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw left side is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Back to throw. He finds his big tight end. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. Now a give on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, he'll throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He's going to try to get this himself. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
1st and 10. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 45-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll go right and find his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Pass interference. Defense.
He can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. With the fullback trying to power it home. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he'd be shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 16.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continue.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And his guys will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. There's that man again, another catch.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He gets it to go. And his guys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He'll drop to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards.
Now you start thinking situational football, Mike. We're under the 4-minute mark. They've got to go get a score here. Ideally, you want to do it on the plus side of the 2-minute warning, if at all possible.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the air one more time. Quick throw, taken in. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. And he will score. Game on. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. 2nd and 11. Here's a run going left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. They'll try to get this one on the ground. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Right side, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Here's 2nd down. that's going to wind up incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Throwing now on third and long. That's going to be caught. We are set for fourth and long. He'll look to throw. I had to take a chance on fourth down, and it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the